Joshua chapter 19. The second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of his descendants by their clans. But their inheritance was within the inheritance given to Judah's descendants. Their inheritance included Beersheba or Sheba, Moladah, Hazar Shual, Balah, Izam, El-Tolad, Bethul, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Ezra Suzah, Beth Labath, and Sharuhin. 13 cities with their settlements: Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashon. 4 cities with their settlements, and all the settlements surrounding these cities, as far as Belath Beer, Ramah in the south. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Simeon's descendants by their clans. The inheritance of Simeon's descendants was within the territory of Judah's descendants, because the share for Judah's descendants was too large. So Simeon's descendants received an inheritance within Judah's portion. The third lot came up for Zebulun's descendants by their clans. The territory of their inheritance stretched as far as Sarid. Their border went up westward to Marlah, reached Debesheth, and met the brook east of Jokneam. From Sarid it turned due east along the border of Chisloth Tabor, went to Deberath, and went up to Japhia. From there it went due east to Gath Hefer and to Eth Kazin. It extended to Rimmon, curving around to Neah. The border then circled around Neah on the north to Hanathon, and ended at Iftael Valley, along with Katath, Naphhalal, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem. 12 cities with their settlements. This was the inheritance of Zebulun's descendants by their clans, these cities with their settlements. The fourth lot came out of the tribe of Issachar's descendants by their clans. Their territory went to Jezreel and included Cheshloth, Shunem, Hephaim, Shion, Anharath, Rabith, Kishion, Ebez, Rameth, En-Ganim, En-Hadah, and Beth Pazez. The border reached Tabor, Shehazumah, and Beth Shemesh, and ended at the Jordan. 16 cities with their settlements. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Issachar's descendants by their clans, the cities with their settlements. The fifth lot came out for the tribes of Asher, descendants by their clans. Their boundaries include Helkath, Hali, Beten, Eshaph, Elamech, Lech, Amad, and Bishal, and reached westward to Carmel and Shihor Libnath. It turned eastward to Beth Dagon, reached Zebulun and Iftahel Valley, north toward Beth Emek and Nail, and went north to Kabul, Hebron, Rehob, Hammam, and Kanah, as far as Greater Sidon. The boundary then turned to Ramah, as far as the fortified city of Tyre. It turned back to Huzah, and ended at the Mediterranean Sea, including the Mahalab Achzib, Umah, Ephek, and Rehob, 22 cities with their settlements. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Asher's descendants by their clans, these cities with their settlements. The sixth lot came out of Naphtali's descendants by their clans. Their boundaries went from Heleph and from the oak in the Zananim, including Adami Nekeb and Jabneel, as far as Lekum, and ended at the Jordan. To the west, the boundary turned to Aznot Tabor, and went from there to Hukok, reaching Zebulun on the south. Asher in the west, and Judah at the Jordan on the east. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rakath, Shinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kadesh, Edrei, En Hazor, Iran, Migdalel, Horem, Beth Anab, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their settlements. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Naphtali's descendants by their clans, the cities with their settlements. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of Dan's descendants by their clans. The territory of their inheritance includes Zorah, Ashtelal, Ir-Shemesh, Shalabin, Aijalon, Ithla, Elon, Timah, Ekron, Elteketh, Gibbethon, Balath, Jehud, Beneberak, Gath-Rimmon, Mejarkan, and Rakon, with the territory facing Joppa. When the territory of the descendants of Dan slipped out of their control, they went up and fought against Leshem, captured it, and struck it down with a sword. So they took possession of it, lived there, and renamed Leshem after their ancestors Dan. This was the inheritance of the tribe of Dan's descendants by their clans, these cities with their settlements. When they had finished distributing the land into its territories, the Israelites gave Joshua son of Nun an inheritance among them. By the Lord's command, they gave him the city of Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim, which he requested. He rebuilt the city and lived in it. These were the portions that the priests Eleazar, Joshua son of Nun, and the family heads distributed to the Israelite tribes by lot at Shiloh in the Lord's presence at the entrance to the tent of meeting. So they finished dividing up the land.
Joshua 20. Then the Lord spoke to Joshua, "Tell the Israelites, select your cities of refuge as instructed you through Moses, so that the person who kills someone unintentionally or accidentally might flee there. There will be your refuge from the avenger of blood. When someone flees to one of the cities, he stands at the entrance of the city gate and states his case before the elder of that city. They ought to bring him into the city and give him a place to live among them. And if the avenger of blood pursues him, they must not hand the one who committed manslaughter over to him, for he killed his neighbor accidentally and did not hate him beforehand. He is to stay in that city until he stands trial before the assembly, and until the death of a high priest serving at that time. Then the one who committed manslaughter might return home to his own city from which he fled. So they designated Kadesh in the hill country of Naphtali in Galilee, Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, across the Jordan east of Jericho. They selected Bezer on the wilderness plateau from Reuben's tribe, Hamoth in Gilead and Gad's tribe, and Golan in Basan from Manasseh's tribe. These are the cities appointed for all the Israelites and the aliens residing among them, so that anyone who kills a person unintentionally might flee there and not die at the hand of the avenger of blood until he stands before the assembly.
Joshua chapter 21. The Levites' family had heads approached the priest Eleazar, Joshua son of Nun, and the family heads of the Israelite tribes. At Shiloh, in the land of Canaan, they told them, "The Lord commanded through Moses that we be given cities to live in, with their pasture lands for our flocks." So the Israelites, by the Lord's command, gave the Levites these cities with their pasture land from their inheritance. The lot came out for the Kohathites clan. The Levites who were the descendants of the priest Aaron received 13 cities by lot from the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. The remaining descendants of Kohath received 10 cities by lot from the land of the tribe of Ephraim, Dan, and half of the tribe of Manasseh. Gershon's descendants received 13 cities by lot from the clans of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and half the tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. Merari's descendants received 12 cities for their clans from the tribe of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. The Israelites gave these cities with their pasture lands around them to the Levites by lot, as the Lord had commanded through Moses. The Israelites gave these cities by name from the tribe of the descendants of Judah and Simeon. Simon. To the descendants of Aaron from Kohathite clan of the Levites, because they received the first lot. They gave them Kirath Arba, that is Hebron, for Arba was the father of Anak, with its surrounding pasture land in the hills, country of Judah. But they gave the field of the settlements of the city Caleb, son of Jephunneh, as his possession. Hebron, the city of refuge for the one who commits manslaughter, with its pasture land. Libnah with its parched land. Jatir with its parched land. Estimoa with its parched land. Holon with its parched land. Debir with its parched land. Ain with its parched land. Judah with its parched land, and Beth with its Smash with its parched land. 9 cities from these 2 tribes. Gibeon, its pasture land. Gibeah with its pasture land. Anath with its pasture land, and Almon with its pasture land. 4 cities. All 13 cities with their pasture land were for the priests, the descendants of Aaron. The allotted cities to the remaining clans of Kohath. Kohath's descendant, who were Levite, came from the tribe of Ephraim. The Israelites gave them Shechem, the city of refuge for the one who commits manslaughter, with its pasture land in the hill country of Ephraim. Gezer with its pasture land. Kibzaim with its pasture land, and Bethhoron with its pasture land. 4 cities. Eltech with its pasture land, Gibeon with its pasture land, Aijalon with its pasture land, and Gath Ramon with its pasture land. 4 cities. Tanach with its pasture land, and Gath Rimmon with its pasture land. 2 cities. All 10 cities were their pasture land, were the Dans of Kohath's others descendants. From half the tribe of Manasseh they gave the descendants of Geshron, who were on the Levite clans, Golan, the city of refuge for the one who commits manslaughter, with its pasture land, in Bashan, and Beseterah with its pasture land. 2 cities. Kishon with its pasture land, Daberath with its pasture lands, Jarmuth with its pasture land, and En-Gainim with its pasture land. 4 cities. Mishal with its pasture land, Adon with its pasture land, Helkath with its pasture land, and Rehob with its pasture land. 4 cities. Kadesh in Galilee with the city of refuge, the one who commits manslaughter, with its pasture land, Hemrath with pasture land, with its pasture land, and Kertan with its pasture land. 3 cities. All 13 cities with these pasture lands were the Geronists by their clans. From the tribe of Zebulun they gave the clans, the descendants of Mari, who were remaining Levites, Jokneam with its pasture land, Keretah with its pasture land, Damana with its pasture land, and Nahalal with its pasture land. 4 cities. Bezer with its pasture land, Jahzah with its pasture land, Gedemoth with its pasture land, and Mephath with its pasture land. 4 cities. Ramoth in Gilead, the city of refuge for the one who commits manslaughter, with its pasture land, Mahanaim with its pasture land, Heshbon with its pasture land, and Jazer with its pasture land. 4 cities in all. All 12 cities were allotted to the clan Merari's descendants, the remaining Levite clans. Within the Israelites' possession there were 48 cities in all with their pasture lands. For the Levites, each of these cities had its own surrounding pasture land. This was true for all the cities. So the Lord gave to Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. The Lord gave them rest on every side according to all he had sworn to their ancestors. None of their enemies were able to stand against them. For the Lord's hand over all their enemies, to their none of the good promises the Lord had made the house of Israel failed. Everything was fulfilled.